Hello, beautiful friends. We have a full moon in Aquarius on August 19th, 2:27 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a doozy. We're going to get right into it. Lots to talk about astrologically, and then I'm going to dive in with the tarot and find out the energies that you need to be aware of for this very intense full moon in Aquarius. Keep watching. So welcome to the channel, or welcome back. So good to see you here. I don't know if you can still hear it in my voice. Maybe you can. I was sick again, guys. I was sick again for a week, which is why I haven't posted any videos, but I'm feeling much better. It's just that type of thing that's happening right now. All sorts of unexpected situations. What with Mercury retrograde, let's not forget that. And now this full moon in Aquarius that's bringing up some very intense energies. There are so many squares going on in the sky at this full moon in Aquarius. I don't even know where to begin, honestly. And when I always write down notes. This is, how my brain works. I jot down a few things, and I like to see the aspects in my own handwriting and figure it out. And there are so many squares, which is tense, frictive energy, right? It's full moons are already intense. We know this. This one is crazy because there's something for everybody here to push our buttons. So first of all, we have Mercury conjunct the sun in Leo at 26-27 degrees opposite the full moon in Aquarius. And the full moon is squaring its ruling planet Uranus in Taurus, which is, Uranus is still pretty close to Algol, that negative energy demon star. I've already done a video on that. So we have the Leo Aquarius axis in astrology is about, of course, big heart Leo and big mind Aquarius. But now it's like flipped, because we have big heart with the moon in Aquarius, and we have big mind with the sun and Mercury mind conjunct in Leo. So there may be some struggles going on between what you feel you deserve emotionally and your emotional needs and your ego needs. I love Leo energy, don't get me wrong. I love all the signs, but sometimes Leo energy can be very demanding. It is the sign of royalty after all. And Mercury conjunct the sun, in my opinion, it's negative influence. I don't care what sign it's in, but one of its negative possible manifestations, Mercury conjunct the sun, can be excessive egotism and talking constantly about oneself. This is not just in Leo, but in my opinion, any sign Mercury conjunct the sun, and the negative aspect of it. So we have some intense energies of, are we gonna have temper tantrums if we don't get our way? If there is something shocking and explosive or disconcerting that happens because the moon is squaring Uranus, sudden shocks, etc., are we going to have a dramatic temper tantrum meltdown, especially if it's something related to our ego, we don't get what we think we deserve, etc.? And then do we talk everybody's ear off about it till they don't want to have anything to do with us anymore? The other complicated issue at this full moon in Aquarius is that we have Venus in Virgo, which is sometimes challenging because Venus in Virgo can make us very analytical, very detail-oriented, and have very exacting standards. And again, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but with these other aspects going on, we could perhaps, go in a direction that's not helpful, where we nitpick everything, or we get very down on ourselves if something doesn't go our way. Venus in Virgo is opposite at this full moon in Aquarius, Saturn in Pisces. So that opposition in and of itself can bring out, that old black dog, Saturn, depression, anxiety, melancholy, turned toward ourselves if we don't feel we're measuring up, if things are not to our standards, if we're not to our standards. And if we get some sort of information from the universe that knocks us down a peg or seems problematic, we may take it out on ourselves and get very upset and beat ourselves up, that type of thing. Venus in Virgo is also squaring Mars and Jupiter, which are very close. The exact conjunction is tomorrow. I'm filming this on the 14th of August. But it'll still be close enough to be considered a conjunction. So Venus, another square, is squaring Mars, Jupiter, and Mars in Gemini, and Mars, Jupiter is squaring Saturn in Pisces. So, Venus square Mars, again, friction, frictive energy of fighting, perhaps over very small nitpicky details in your personal relationships. Like, Jupiter can be very idealistic. So if there's rose-colored glasses, idealization that has been going on, and all of a sudden at this full moon illumination, the writing's on the wall, and you see that whoever you've had on a pedestal actually has very clay feet, and they're not this perfect being that you have imagined them to be, your ego could take a hit, right? This Leo energy, and you could be wanting to just rebel. Moon in Aquarius, lash out, hit the road, suddenly be gone. I mean, all of that's, ghost somebody, or somebody could ghost you. It's very possible with these energies. So this is really, there's a Yiddish word I love. I am not Jewish or Yiddish, but you pick these phrases up when you live in New York, as I did at one point. This is really a mishigas situation. The energy is so chaotic that all I can say, really, with all of this, is there is something here for everybody that could push on wherever you may have placements in your chart in Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, and Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay, and we all have those energies in our chart somewhere. Okay, so pick your poison is one of the notes I jotted down here. Like, which is the thing that might be the trigger for you? Of course, maybe nothing will occur. Let's hope that nothing occurs. But this is one of the most chaotic, stressful, intense, insane, mishigashi energies of the entire year. I think definitely it's really important for us all to check a tendency toward perfectionism, unrealistic expectations, and being very hard on ourselves and other people at this full moon. It is absolutely a time, I'm filming this August 14th, from, I would say, August 14th until the 24th. Honestly, I feel like this energy is so strong and powerful right now. That whole 10-day time period, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Give a little grace before, including toward yourself, before you go all hell-bent on leather to just blow up, explode, take offense, be petty, all of that type of thing. That is not energy that we really want to be in. Yes, you might get triggered, of course, but take a step back if you do get triggered. Chill out, take a moment to just decompress from whatever might be going on. And I would also say be very aware of other people trying to manipulate you through guilt, especially through guilt, and threatening to withdraw support if you do not do as they say. Whether that support is, emotional, financial, something else. There definitely could be some sort of dramas around those types of manipulative power plays at this time. So just be aware of that as well. So we're going to get into the tarot portion. I'm not going to break this out by houses because there's just too much going on. As I explained, with all the different squares, all the different signs being affected. So we will just get a message for you in terms of what you need to be on the lookout for with this full moon in Aquarius, any warnings, messages, information to help you get through this without any challenges or difficulties. All right, timestamps in the description. Let's get into it. All right, Aries, let's see what you need to know. Full moon in Aquarius, so you can glide through this without any difficulties. Let us see, Aries, what is going on? Okay, we have an 8 of Pentacles, and we have a 4 of Wands. Well, we have a tower. Okay. All right, I was going to read these holistically, not necessarily in this order. There is likely to be something surprising. It may be happening at work with the Eight of Pentacles showing up here. But what this is saying to me is that you could have some sort of amazing breakthrough with some sort of open door swinging open for you, getting the information that will help you with that. I think the thing here is you are working towards something very important in your life with this Eight of Pentacles. Stay focused on it. That's what this is also, this Eight of Pentacles. This is focus on what is right in front of your face. Okay, when the time is right, the door will swing open for you. I do think there's going to be some sort of information at this full moon to show you a new direction that you'll be going in probably around the middle of September. Okay, but you may not be able to take action on that quite yet. This is about this full moon, but as we know, full moons do bring in information, and I think that's what this is. This information that's going to make you happy, the Four of Wands, that is going to put you on the road to some sort of successful completion of a goal, a new direction you're heading in. But right now, the key with this full moon is stay focused on what you can control, which is right in front of your face. Do your work and stay out of everybody else's business. What you need to know will be revealed to you. And this is something very important about a new opportunity, the Four of Wands. This may be an opportunity regarding your family. This may be an opportunity regarding some sort of celebration, a travel, that type of thing. Or it could just be an open door to a new place you want to live also. Very possible with this. So I love this for you. The key, I think, for you to handle this with grace, this full moon, is focus on what you can do, what's already in process. Let's not forget Mercury is retrograde still, until the end of this month. So don't start new things. The time will come for that. And you're kind of anxious to get on with something with this. Like I said, I feel like there is going to be some very interesting information that comes in for you that will free up your energy and allow you to pursue something new also. But first, just keep the focus and complete what you have already started, whatever you have going on, and you will be fine. This tower may be happening to someone close to you with this Four of Wands. It could be somebody in your family is sharing some very good news, unexpected news. If that is the case, depending on what it is, it's a general reading, the Aries don't tend to be jealous people. But there might be, if it pushes your buttons at all in terms of envy, like you're happy for them, but you wish that was happening to you also, just check that, right? Really be happy. If this is also in regards to somebody else who's sharing happy news with you, be happy for them. Your time is coming also. Okay, so that's another way to look at this energy. So just stay focused on what you have already in motion, get it done, and don't get tempted to get drawn into any dramas. It is not your job to be the hero. All right, Taurus, let's see what you need to know about this full moon in Aquarius, how you can best get through it, through to the other side. All right, let's see what we have. Taurus. Oh, we have a Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Oh, and we have a Pluto. And we have a Four of Swords. Okay. All right, I'm just reading it holistically, not necessarily in this order, but all right. So we know full moons bring illumination. They can bring endings, release points. You have been wishing for something to be over. Nine of Cups, this Death card. Maybe you've been wishing to be released from something that's been a nightmare, that's something that has kept you out of sight, out of mind. Like maybe you've been feeling very isolated. You want to get back into life. Maybe you've been dealing with some sort of medical situation and you've been sidelined. Like if you had a hip replacement or something like that and you couldn't be out and about. You know, so that's what we got going on here. That's what we got going on here. Wanting something to change. Something's going to change for you at this full moon in Aquarius. I think what I feel with this Four of Swords here, it's time to redream. I think you're going to be tweaking a wish. Okay, and that's appropriate. Mercury's retrograde. We're all rethinking our goals, everything we want to do. All of us are doing that right now. So I think this full moon is going to bring a change in your circumstance that requires you to restructure, regroup on a dream, and rethink how you're going to proceed. There's no rush with this, but you do need time to regroup and rethink this Four of Swords here. And as I said, it may have something to do with some sort of medical situation. It's possible. Well-being situation. So the best way I would say here is to not resist the inevitable. Something is changing. You know, this is the nature of this full moon. And with all these squares also, I mean, it's triggering all of us in some way to see certain writing is on the wall. So we know fixed sign energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and we have a fixed moon, right, in Aquarius, and fixed sun, Leo. So a lot of us are being forced to deal with these fixed energies. Like, we don't want things to change, or we're trying to control the change and not just gracefully accept the way that the universe is bringing it. So look at ways you're maybe trying to control. Can you step into the grace of endings, which will bring new beginnings and will probably bring something better for you? Nine of Cups. That's what I feel. So this Four of Swords is also, I feel like there is mental anxiety that needs relief and release, and it needs a healthy outlet for that. Okay, because there's a strong tendency to beat ourselves up at this full moon, as I said in the astro prologue to this video. Don't do that. This is can be anxiety energy. Okay, allow yourself to process any sort of mental stress through rest, through maybe watching a funny movie, or whatever you do, journaling, whatever it might be. Vision boarding would be a good time now. So this or something better. That's what I feel. I feel like there's going to be a something better. You're probably going to get some sort of news. It ain't this. And where you saying ain't, it ain't. But the something better. The something better, you're going to dream it into existence. It will come. It will happen. All right, Gemini, let's see what you need to know about this full moon in Aquarius. Geminis. Let us see. Oh, we have the Hermit. We got some Virgo. Oh, and we have the Chariot. You would just like to escape by yourself somewhere. Okay. And we have the King of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So I think this full moon, you're going to be pulled in two directions, which is not surprising with Mars and Jupiter in your sign Gemini. So we have the Chariot, which, yes, can be which way do I go? But it's interesting that we have energies of being in the public, success, and then we have energies, Hermit, of I want to be alone, right? It's like, which allegedly Greta Garbo said way back in the day, but that's alleged. I love those old Hollywood movies. They're really fun. And then we have a King of Pentacles, which is about being in the here and now, like being very grounded in reality. So I think this full moon is going to show you can run, but you can't hide. All right. You do need some private time, the Hermit coming out here. However, the Chariot's here. There are pressing situations that you need to attend to, and only you, because of this King of Pentacles that is showing up. So you may be the one holding the purse strings. You may be the one who is the most sane and grounded right now. and has the means to do what needs to be done. In whatever situation we're talking about, work, family, love relationship, whatever. But I would say at this full moon, because things will be moving fast, the Chariot, situations may be spinning up very quickly. You'll be fine. The King of Pentacles is here. Like, I feel like your feet are on the ground. You're okay. You will have control of those reins. But by the same token, this Hermit, you need some downtime by yourself, because things are going to speed up for you as we approach this full moon. Speed up very rapidly with some sort of situation. We got 2 major arcanas here. So this could be some very important life-changing situation where there is a fork in the road. Which way is that Chariot going to go? It may remain to be seen from these energies that come out at this full moon. But as I said, you're in control. You do need some time to process spiritually with the Hermit. Listen to your inner wise guide, your higher self, to just decompress from whatever rapid intensification of energies happen for you at this full moon. But I like the King of Pentacles here. I do. I feel like this is very stable, grounded. You got this type energy. So I feel like there will be accelerated control that's going on here. And also I feel like with this Hermit, you do have a very keen spiritual understanding of whatever fork in the road you are going to be facing right now. This could also be someone around you or near you who might be facing a fork in the road as well with this King of Pentacles. And if they're leaving the scene for whatever reason, you have a spiritual understanding of why that is occurring, why it might even need to occur at this moment in time. So again, apply the energies to your life. But I feel like you're going to be fine. You will be okay. But don't ignore the spiritual aspects. Don't ignore kind of the little nudges and hints that you're getting, because they're totally on point. And allow yourself to be in that driver's seat, calling the shots. I would say, like, you know how it is sometimes. You can absolutely take responsibility, 100%. You can take responsibility. But also, Gemini, you're sometimes tempted to not take responsibility. This is not a time to run away from responsibilities. This is a time to lean in with this Chariot here and be in that grounded control of guiding your people, whoever that might be. It could be you and your cat, you and your family, you and your business team, guiding your people in the right direction with whatever energies come out at this full moon. All right, Cancer, let's see what you need to know about this full moon in Aquarius. Cancer. We have a Knight of Pentacles. We have a Fool. And we have a 7 of Wands. You're like, I'm not ready. This is what I'm getting immediately. You're like, I'm not ready. The universe is going to force your hand. You are ready. You are ready. So there's something that you have been keeping at bay. There is something that you've been like this about. You haven't wanted to take action on it. It's been slowly percolating, simmering with this Knight of Pentacles. You were happy for it to just take its sweet old time because you felt you weren't ready. But with this full moon, the writing's going to be on the wall, I feel, of pushing you out of the nest in some way with the Fool. Apply the energies to your life, okay? You have the 7 of Wands here, which this to me always looks like this ring of fire. So this is defensive energy. It is Leo energy as well. So it has that ego energy that we were talking about in the prologue to this video. I feel like, and this I don't think is with somebody else. I think this is with the universe. Like you're feeling a little grumpy, out of sorts, defensive towards the universe. But I'm not ready, universe. I don't have X, Y, Z quite yet. Or this, and this didn't happen yet. So I'm not ready for this Fool yet. So it's like, can you trust what the universe is showing you about a new beginning that's getting ready to manifest in your world without this I know better chip on your shoulder, like I'm not doing it? Seven of Wands, circle of fire around you. This is Mars energy, right? So is it my will or thine will? And we know, like, sometimes, right, it's like the best laid plans and then God laughs, as the saying goes, right? So I feel like there's something going on. I'm really getting the feeling about you getting kind of kicked out of the nest, whatever that nest is for you, sooner than you are ready, but you are ready. It's just you're talking yourself into that you're not ready. Now, Mercury's still retrograde till the very end of this month. So this may not be happening, whatever this is, until the middle of September. Or, you know, after that new moon in Virgo, which I think is the 3rd of September. In any case, the writing will be on the wall that this is coming with this full moon. So I would say, can you lean into the acceptance of the timing? There's something here, the timing, you're just, like I said, you're not ready for it. Or you're telling yourself you're not ready. I think you are ready. So, and things may look a little different also. And that could be another reason for this kind of ego. Like, well, that's not what I wanted it to be. But it's good. It's the Fool. It's going to open you up to a whole new chapter, a whole new destiny, a whole new opportunities, right? It could be a beautiful new beginning for you. So that's what I would say. Check your tendency to have this ego, my way or the highway, and trust the universe that things are unfolding exactly as they should in the right timing, and try to do the best you can to release any resistance you're having about it, of whatever this new open road will be for you. All right, Leos, let's see what you need to know about the full moon in Aquarius. Leos. Well, there you are. Queen of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. And the Moon. Okay. So there's likely to be some sort of message coming in about money, values, something you value. Got the Virgo. It's interesting the Moon is coming out here, because that, of course, can be fears and doubts. So, of course, what we focus on expands. So if you're waiting for some money news, try to focus on the positive. There could be something, since the Moon is coming out here and the Moon is in Aquarius opposite you, which is your 7th house. I know I'm not really doing houses for this reading, but that is other people, right? That is the public, other people, relationships. There could also be news coming in for your partner in a financial sense as well. Or news in money news in relation to the public, and you relating to the public, like if you have your own business. Are you finally getting bookings? Are you getting clients? Are you selling things? Like that type of thing. But with all the squares, all the crazy energies, as I was discussing in the prologue to this video, I think one of the things to check yourself with is that you are not making money decisions based on fears with the Moon. Also, I would caution against any involvement with credit with the Moon, which is just like paying installments. This is not a time, with the economy the way it is, Mercury retrograde, all the things. This is not the time to be taking on debt. This is a time to be paying off debt, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. You know, you do you. But there's something here like with the Queen of Wands, which of course is that Sun, Mercury conjunction in Leo, right? This very proud, beautiful energy. But with this full moon Aquarius, are you doing things with your finances out of some sort of ego, pride, or wanting to put on a front in some way, the Moon, toward other people? Keeping up with the Joneses, that expression, right? There's like that type of energy, perhaps, also considering the astrology. So this is a time also, if there is some money news that's still undecided, murky, I got Mercury on the brain because Mercury's retrograde, murky or unclear in some way, it's Mercury retrograde. Okay, it's the Mercury retrograde, and there may be something that comes out of the woodwork about your finances at this full moon that is unclear, and you're thinking it's clear, but it's not. And again, not to get your undies in a twist about it or take it personal, and then it dings your self-esteem, and then dramas. So just really take a deep breath with your finances around this time, especially because things if a negotiation is happening financially, it may get redone again, may get redone in September, especially after that new moon in your second house in Virgo, the first week of September. It may get all reconfigured anyway. So this is not a time to have money issues push your buttons. And they might, because of what's coming out here. It's a time to remember who you are, that you're a beautiful human being. Your value is not based on how much money you have in your bank account. And you deserve all good things, but just keep an eye on whatever this energy is representing for you. Take a step back. This is not a time, as I said, to be making big purchases or taking at face value any sort of money negotiations, because I think it's just going to get redone anyway. All right, Virgos, let's see what you need to know about the full moon in Aquarius. Virgos. Oh, we have the Emperor and the Six of Cups. Oh, and the Tower. Okay. Well, this is very interesting. So there could be something going on with a father figure, an uncle, a brother, or somebody who has a very strong personality, probably male or male identified with the Emperor here. Okay, and the Six of Cups. So this could be a lover, a close friend. And then we have the Tower. So Virgos, this is very interesting. Of course, Venus is in your sign at this full moon. Saturn's opposite you. Venus is squaring Mars, as I said before. So this to me, I don't know. There could be a little bit of a power struggle going on with a very forceful character, the Emperor. I don't feel there's ill will with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups could just be that there is a very karmic nature to this relationship or this situation. But the Tower is something surprising. Maybe somebody who you thought was more Six of Cupsies is going to turn out to be more like an Emperor. Maybe at first they were very easygoing and, amenable, but now this is happening. The Emperor can be a very forceful character. It's also selfish. I mean, let's just put it out there. Emperor can be very selfish, self-interested, and self-directed. And the Six of Cups, of course, is more relationship-oriented. So with this Tower, something surprising could erupt, a power struggle, considering Venus and Mars squaring for you, where someone's true colors come out. Now, it could be your true colors. Maybe somebody's going to think you're selfish because you're trying to just take care of yourself. And you're putting your foot down. No, you're not treating me right. I'm out of here, or cut it out, or I'm out of here, or whatever. Or somebody's true colors, full moons bring illumination. Somebody's true colors come out and you're realizing, my God, they are so selfish, And it's surprising. The Tower is here. So let's see what may occur. Now, sometimes what this possibly could be is Tower's not always negative. Sometimes this can be what the French call the coup de foudre, which is the lightning bolt out of the sky, love at first sight type energy. Sure. And it's next to the soulmate energy, the Six of Cups. Okay, maybe. And then we have the Emperor, which is maybe husband material. So is that a possibility? I would say yes. However, considering the astrology right now, I kind of doubt it. If it is, I wish you all blessings. Mercury's retrograde. Okay, but this could be maybe, perhaps, surprisingly, somebody coming back into your life from a past life who you were married to before, or you have the potential to marry them in this life. Who knows, right? I mean, that's a possibility. But I would say a little more doubtful because of Venus squaring Mars for you and Venus in your sign. I also feel with the Emperor can be very hard energy. And Six of Cups is very sweet and sensitive. Don't go to the wrong person looking for comfort. If you're going through a rough time right now, Virgo, and you just need a little TLC, Six of Cups, you just need somebody to give you some flowers and sit down with you and tell you it's going to be okay, have a cup of tea and, a cookie and listen to you. They're there for you. But don't go to this person, the Emperor. Whoever this is in your life, do not go to them looking for that, because they're not going to give it to you, and they may do something or say something that makes you feel worse with the Tower here. So this is another way to look at this energy. I would say right now, the energy for you is especially sensitive. Okay, because Venus in your sign, squaring Mars in Gemini, Saturn's opposite you. So take good care of yourself, Six of Cups. Surround yourself with, somebody who really does give you that unconditional love and a listening ear. And be very cautious. You know who these people are. Don't let them make you feel bad or anxious or stressed. Just distance yourself from them, because it might be surprising. You think that somebody is going to be there for you and their true colors may come out. They may be a little harsh and you don't need that. All right, Libras, let's see what you need to know about the full moon in Aquarius. Libras. Well, we have the Star. That's beautiful. And we have the Six of Swords. And we have the Hermit. All right. So, wow. Look, all these cards have full moons in them. And not every card does in this deck, although this is a deck that is a moon-oriented deck. Healing your mind, big time. So something is finally going to get wrapped up for you at this full moon in Aquarius. And here it is. I mean, here's the Aquarius energy here, the Star. So there is some sort of mental healing, Six of Swords here. This could be something in relation to a legal matter. Also, I feel like there's something here where you've learned a lesson. This Hermit, the Hermit is turned, his back is turned toward this. So this is something where whatever is coming to light, whatever decision you are making, Six of Swords, to move on and move past something, you've learned your lesson. It's been a big spiritual lesson with the Hermit here. It's possible that you may be making a decision to move along on your own about something. So it's possible that you're realizing that only you can fix whatever's going on. It's down to you. And you know that as a sign of partnerships, you usually like to have somebody on board to help you with things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think with this energy, what this is saying to me is this is down to you. This is up to you. Whatever decision you are making, sure, you can run it by somebody else, but at the end of the day, this has got to be what you want. You've got to make this decision for yourself, for your highest good, for your highest mental good. Mental and emotional healing, I feel, that's the key here. And also, some deep spiritual lesson. Realizing how far you have come spiritually. There is a spiritual choice you are making, I think, at this full moon, or that the universe is kind of presenting you with. It's like all the roads are converging. This is kind of what I'm getting. Like all the roads are converging down to this one road with this Six of Swords. Like, you know that this is what you must do. You maybe have been resisting it a little bit, possible. But ultimately, I think you're seeing whatever you're doing here, whatever you're deciding, the direction you're moving on for yourself is for your highest good, the star. And with the Hermit here, I think it's interesting too. I think you're facing a lot of internal fears, internal struggles, and realizing that, you know, you don't have to stay stuck. You can leave those behind. You can make different choices. You can move on. You can grow. You can heal. And that's what you're doing. So I think there's a big, beautiful, bright light of healing energy here for you with this full moon in Aquarius. But with all the astrological squares, as I discussed before, with the South Node going through your sign, South Node of shifting gears, letting things go, and starting fresh, these are huge themes for you right now. And, you know, that's why I'm saying the roads are kind of converging. That's the squares that are in the sky right now. You may feel like you don't have a choice in a way, but you do have a choice. You do have a choice. You have a choice to be fully on board with the healing, or you can continue to resist it. You may not have a choice with this Six of Swords in terms of, like I'm saying, I keep getting this image of roads converging and going into one. Right now, being on that one road. Yeah, that might not be the choice right now. But you can choose whether or not you're on board with your own healing, or you're going to continue to rail against the circumstances, or accept it spiritually and gracefully and gratefully and be like, you know what? I'm turning this whole situation around in my life. I'm turning it around. I'm turning my ship around. I'm turning around and letting go and moving on. And I'm ready. And I've learned an important spiritual lesson. I think this could be a very important time of growth for you. It's important not to get triggered. It's important not to try to put responsibility on somebody else to make this decision. And there's something here really about this acceptance, and that little boat in the Six of Swords is going to deliver you exactly to the right place you're supposed to be. All right, Scorpio, let's see what you need to know. Scorpios. Full moon in Aquarius. For the Scorpios. Oh, we got some Leo. And we have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Hierophant. All right, so there is an ending, Ten of Swords. There is an ending at this full moon in Aquarius for you. This Ten of Swords. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be a betrayal. Ten of Swords can just be a blockage. It can be feeling stuck. It can be your back is up against the wall. It can feel like you're pinned down, like you haven't been able to move. But we got the Leo here. We got the strength energy. So you have been stoic. Here's the strength. You have been stoic with whatever this Ten of Swords situation has been in your life. It could have been going on for 10 years, a year, 10 months. It could have, it could be going on for a while, where you have just been hanging in there because you are strong. And whatever this commitment was, whatever this was, I mean, it could have been a commitment also that you did willingly take on because you felt guided to, like it has a very deep and spiritual purpose in your life in some way with the guide here. Some sort of responsibility, duty, like as an example, taking care of an elderly parent, right? You have the strength to do it. You have the duty and responsibility to do it. Was it always easy? No. Ten of Swords. Did you feel sometimes betrayed by the situation? Sure. Did you feel stuck? Yes. Okay, so there could be something that's coming to light at this full moon about a situation like that. I like to use examples. But it's also showing you at this full moon that is not going to be like that forever. You are being guided through and out the other side of whatever this Ten of Swords situation is in your life. And there has been something you've learned about your own ability to love, to nurture, to care, to be spiritual, to be responsible. Not that you're not those things, but it has deepened your understanding of your own capabilities in those areas. And you should feel very proud of yourself for that, Scorpio. So there is a situation that is coming to an end at this full moon. 100%. With the Ten of Swords. You will be released. You will be released from something that has been heavy to carry. All right? But you've done it. And this is the energy to focus in on. The strength. I would say, yes, there is, as I said in the prologue to this video, Mercury conjunct the sun can be sometimes people who are too self-interested. But, everything in context. This is a good self-interest to have. I want you to honor your journey, honor your strength. Okay, to yourself. I mean, you don't have to go blabbing it to other people. Other people have seen what you have been doing. They know. I think it's important for you to acknowledge it to yourself that you are strong, that you are capable. Have that conversation. Mercury conjunct the sun in Leo. Have that conversation with yourself. Be proud of yourself for the burden that you have been willingly carrying to its conclusion. And at this full moon, I think it's time to dream again of what do you want to recreate? What do you want to create in your life? Mercury's retrograde, good time to rethink our goals. Now that this burden, this situation is shifting, ending, a commitment is wrapping up for you, what's going to take its place? What is your heart calling you to do and experience next? All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you need to know about the full moon in Aquarius. Sagittarius, let us see. Oh, we have the strength. I just got that for Scorpio. I shuffle in between each sign also. Oh, and an Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Oh, and a Magician. Wow. Wow. Very interesting energies here. Okay. All right. So I think we got 3 full moons here. I think this full moon is going to show you just how strong you really, really are. Just how strong you are mentally. And also with your communications, Ace of Swords, Magician. So we got the Leo showing up here with the strength, which is the stamina, the ability to hang in there, the ability to have faith and perseverance. I think it is very possible there's some very interesting news that comes to you at this full moon. Probably with some sort of contracts, negotiations, communications, something that you have been actively working on manifesting, maybe even for the last year. Magician's always a year energy for me. So think back to last August of 2023. What did you begin? What was going on? What were you trying to get off the ground? What did you decide? I think that energy is manifesting for you at this big full moon. So you are going to have some important decision to make based on the information that comes in. Now, Mercury is retrograde, as we know, until the end of August. So if you could put off that decision until then, that would be better. But we can't always do that. So just know that if you have to give somebody an answer, it may get tweaked. This information may shift a little bit when we go into September, but this is still glorious energy. I mean, Ace of Swords, Magician. This is manifesting success of whatever your best laid plans were. So I think there's something you're going to feel very proud of here with this Leo energy. I would say with this energy is really revel in and acknowledge your own role in this. Like this, don't poo-poo it like, oh, well, this happened because, this person did this or that. No, like you did this. You did this, Sagittarius. Really honor your efforts and powers of concentration and your faith and perseverance. You have been through a very long process and you didn't allow yourself to get distracted. You stuck it through and the rewards are coming. So let's see what this brings. But these are very good energies, victory and success energies. The only thing I would say here, when we have a major victory like this, and because of all the squares that are going on in the sky, and the energies I already talked about in the prologue to this video, just be aware that others may not be happy for you. Because unfortunately, there's lots out there who like to have evil eye and jealousy. So consider who you share your news with, right? Maybe keep it under wraps until after the Mercury retrograde is over as well. But this is fantastic. Very, very good energy. And whatever news comes in, it's also going to lead to another thing being birthed in your world. There's going to be a continuation of this energy as we get to the end of September and into October with the Libra that's showing up here with the Ace of Swords. So really great, beautiful energies here. So I would say with this energy, just maybe acknowledge your own efforts. Just be careful who you're sharing news with. I mean, there's nothing really negative here, but just because of the astrology, you don't want some hater dampening your joy over whatever this good news is. All right, Capricorn, let's see what you need to know about the full moon in Aquarius. Capricorns. Ooh, we have the Fool and the Two of Wands and the Knight of Swords. All right. Well, you've been itching. Capricorn, you've been standing there at that fork in the road. There you are. That road there, that road over there. There you are. Hello. And, you're like, let's get this show on the road. The Fool. Like, when is this beginning going to happen? Like, I already made my decisions. I know the new beginning I want to have. How come I'm still waiting around? Wait no more. Knight of Swords. So here's the Aquarius energy of the full moon. So news travels fast. News is going to travel fast. And it's going to allow you to choose the fork in the road. So let's say you've decided you want to move. The Fool. You're like, I'm out of here. But you're like, well, I'm going to go to this place or I'm going to go to that place. Knight of Swords, there's something coming in at this full moon that's going to say, I want that apartment there, but I'm not going that direction to that apartment. Okay? So, and Bobby agrees. Bobby has not made an appearance yet in this video. He came here for you, Capricorns. So, Bobby's letting you know that the news is coming in, and it's coming in fast. He's just woken up from his nap. So you too will be waking up from some sort of slumber. Okay? So some sort of the waiting. Like I said, the Fool is in your heart. Your heart, to me, right? Like you've already made the decision of that the new beginning is needed. The Two of Wands can be, I don't want to quite commit myself yet. I'm still gathering info. You know how Capricorns is? It's like you are a cardinal energy, so you do initiate things. So it's not like you can't initiate things, but sometimes Capricorns, because of Saturn, you use Saturn, timing is very important to Capricorns. Like you will not rush something. So even though the Fool is an energy usually of momentum, you are still in the gathering intel phase of this momentum. But this Knight of Swords, something's coming in that speeds things up for you, speeds up a timeline, and helps you get off the fence on some sort of important decision. It may have something to do with finances. That is possible, some sort of contract with the swords, because yes, I didn't really do houses in this video, but the full moon is in your second house of money. So it may be that you were waiting for the money to come in. You were waiting, for the check to clear, etc. That type of thing. So there could be some important money news that allows you to finally put this plan well, it's more like making the decision, I'm feeling. It's more like making the decision. I really want to be clear here. It's like you made the decision for the new beginning, but which direction is the new beginning going to go in? That's what we've been waiting on. And we've been waiting because that is something, I think, to do with the monies. So that's all in process. And remember, Mercury's retrograde until the end of the month. So it still may get tweaked a little bit, but I think you're going to have a lot more mental clarity and perhaps also financial clarity of how you're going to be moving forward in September on some very important new directions in your life. Bobo agrees. Thank you, Bobo. Thank you, Bobo. You're a good boy. Oh, he's going to do his thing where he puts his paws in the air. He did that just for you, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know about your full moon. Bobo is assisting. Let's see, Aquarius, what you need to know. Thank you, Bobo. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles and the Empress. Wow, beautiful. All right, so something is coming to fruition for you, of course, because it's your personal full moon. Something that maybe you've been working on for the last 3 to 9 months, especially in regards to your finances and improving them in some way, may be coming to light at this full moon. We have gorgeous energies here of a 3 of coins, a 9 of coins, right? So good money energies. And then the Empress is always a good money energy also. And we got double 9s. So especially those of you who started something like back in December of 2023, those efforts, things you started changing at that time, or you started saving, or you did something new in your business or whatever, there could be some results coming in now in regards to that. The other thing I would say too is with this energy, because of the astrology, it's progress, not perfection. We still have an Empress here. Things are still in process for you. This is not the end of the story with your finances. Okay, so if you're not quite there yet with certain financial goals, you are moving in the right direction. This is beautiful energy. But with the 3 of coins and the Empress here, there may be something to tweak. Mercury's retrograde, great time to rethink all sorts of things. So with the 9 of coins here, your financial security, your financial independence. So this may be a good time at this full moon. There may be information that comes to light to help you tweak your plan. There may be some stuff going on at work. There could be some surprising news of maybe a raise or more hours, or again, like some sort of creative project you get assigned and you get a bonus for doing it or something like that. This is very promising energy for hitting sales targets as well. So, you know, this is really, really nice energy. But remember, everybody's situation is different. These are general readings. So as I was saying, if you're not quite there hitting certain financial goals, know that you're doing all the right things. You can tweak your plan to make it better for yourself, to manifest more. It is time absolutely to invest your energy, Empress, into making plans for your creative energy and perhaps monetizing a new stream of income from your creative efforts. You could be sitting on a gold mine and not even realize it. Okay, so there could be something, you could get a message, you could get an invitation, you could get a compliment. Something could head your way where somebody acknowledges your creativity in some way. Something that you have done, whether it's a service, a product, a craft, whatever it might be. And it may take you by surprise, and it may start the wheels spinning in your brain of, wow, maybe that's something that I could turn into a business for myself or a side hustle or whatever. Okay, so something like that. I feel like with this Three of Coins and the Empress, there's a lot of creative impetus, creative plans, creative idea generation that could get monetized very nicely for you. But it may come as a surprise, because you know how it is when we're really good at something, Empress, because it's just a natural part of us. It's a natural part of our creative energy. We don't think about, oh, not everybody can do that, and that is valuable, and somebody would pay money for that. Okay, so I think that there's something like that going on here with these energies. So lots of potential here at this full moon for you to get some fresh ideas for income streams and fresh ideas for creative projects, your creative artistry, whatever that is, and make plans and follow them through in Virgo season. And let's see what happens to transform your finances. All right, Pisces, let's see what you need to know about the full moon in Aquarius. Pisces. Oh, we have your energy, the perspective, Hangman, and an Ace of Swords. And a Four of Wands. Okay. So something that you have been waiting on to hear about is happening. Ace of Swords. Their news is coming at this full moon. And I think it's going to be good because we have a Four of Wands here, which is joy, celebration, doors opening. So something that you've been waiting on for quite a while. This could have been the last 12 months, 12 years, even a full Jupiter cycle, right? It could have been something because we got air here. So it could be a full Jupiter cycle scenario. Something that you have been waiting on finally comes to some sort of fruition. Good news, contracts being signed, eureka ideas, freeing yourself intellectually, emotionally, energetically from some sort of karmic energy with this Hangman. The waiting is over. Your freedom is here. Your freedom is absolutely here. And this Four of Wands is a little hard to see, but this is a figure who's dancing. So dancing with joy as new doors open for you, as you are freed into some beautiful new paradise, a beautiful new vista that you're going to be embracing. So no more feeling out of sorts, feeling upside down, feeling conflicted, feeling like you were racing against time, or that time wasn't on your side, or that time was running out. Good things do come to people who keep the faith, and you have kept the faith, and you hung in there, even when it didn't look too good. And here are your just rewards, Pisces. Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You may not be necessarily celebrating at this full moon. There is a lot of tense energy, as I discussed in the prologue. But even this is you dancing in the dark by yourself, it's fine because you're dancing. This may be coming, like the outward display of this celebration may be happening more in Virgo season in September. But inwardly, you will feel this. You will feel like you're stepping into and crossing an important threshold and stepping into an entirely new chapter, a new existence, and leaving and cutting the past behind, whatever this karmic was, whatever this heavy karma that's been going on for quite a while. Done. Absolutely done. So I feel like this is a big, big load off your mind, big freedom, having this big, just infusion of energy of being released and relieved. Very nice energy. So, like I've been saying to some of the other signs, those who got energies of more like good news and different things, because the energy is so tense right now, I suggest, do what you want, but I suggest if there is some sort of good news, just really consider who to share it with. Keep it to yourself. Only share it with one or two people that you can trust, that are not going to evil eye it or poo-poo it or whatever, who would be genuinely happy for you. Because the energy is so weird at this full moon. It just is We don't need any extra agita from people who are jealous. You know what? So just consider that with your Four of Wands. Wait until September, when the energy is not as fraught, to share good news. I think you're going to have some. It's good. So thank you so much for joining me for this slightly chaotic full moon in Aquarius video. Just stay as frosty as you can, friends, because it's intense energy, and with so many squares and a full moon anyway that's, you know, squaring Uranus to begin with, and then all these other squares, you just don't know. You don't know what's going to trigger you, what triggers somebody else. Who knows? So sometimes the less said, the better. As I've said to some of the signs, if you get good news, kind of keep it to yourself until things calm down a little bit. Mercury's retrograde, people overreact with that. Also, I didn't really mention that in the prologue about Mercury retrograde, but that's still in play. So just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. Really surround yourself with people who truly love you unconditionally. If you need support at this time, really consider who you're seeking that solace or support from, because not everybody's on your side, on your team. So, you know, keep that in mind. Also, again, this is not to be a doomer gloomer, but these are the realities of the energies right now, in my opinion. But some of these tarot readings that we did were actually pretty positive. So I'm happy to see that. Remember, it's always about working with the energies. We are not just, you know, doomed to, you know, whatever's going on energetically. But astrology is situational awareness, right? It lets us know these are potentialities, and it's always up to us as to how we react, respond, and deal with things. So love you guys. I'll be back soon with some more videos now that I sound a little less nasally. So yeah, Mercury retrograde, I get sick again, right? I was very sick in June. Mercury goes retrograde in my, was it in my 6th house? No, it was in my 8th house. Yeah, my 8th house, right? Thanks Mercury retrograde, bringing back my sickness that I had. Yeah, not as bad, but the same type of thing. So, you know, I know why. It's because I am, you know, stressed right now about my dad, who's, you know, barely still with us, just to let you know, those of you who've been asking, he's barely with us as of the filming of this video. I'm going to go over and see him in a little bit. I've been trying to go over there every day. So, you know, it's tough. It's tough to watch somebody you love, you know, go through hospice. It's hard. And it's, you know, even though, you know, it's part of life, you know, it's still very challenging, and, you know, it just wears on your spirit. And we know that affects our immune system, you know, so I've been trying to get as much rest as I can. Bobby's been taking care of me. I do feel much better, but, you know, I wasn't totally surprised that I got sick again, but, you know, what can you do? So onward, friends. And Bobby says hi. And thank you so much for watching. You know, we love you guys. And thank you for all your support, your kind words and comments. And I'll be back with a reading for all the signs for Virgo season, and then back with your money and career readings for September. Those are coming soon. All right, take care. Love you guys. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out. Have you been a good boy today? He's buttering me up, I think, for a treat. You want a treat? Yeah, he does.